Introducing first in the corner to my left, he is accompanied to ringside by your Limitless Wrestling World Champion, Daniel Garcia. He represents from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 185 pounds, the aesthetic crippler, Kevin Blackwood. His opponent in the corner to my right, from Shelby, North Carolina, weighing in at 279 pounds, the blue-collar badass, J.D. Drake!
Bell rings and we are off. J.D. Drake quickly assuming the center of the ring. Blackwood circling on the outside, looking to stick and move here.
You gotta believe he learned a lot from that first collision with J.D. Drake, who lands a massive kick to the left leg of the aesthetic crippler.
Already, I don't think Blackwood was expecting J.D. Drake to pull out a kickboxing game.
Ooh, blocked that one. Kevin trying to return, but J.D. Drake commanding the center of the ring.
Oh, but goading Blackwood into the kicks, catching one.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
down
pancakes.
On the canvas we go. Kevin Blackwood and J.D. Drake jockeying for position, and Blackwood quickly retreating to the apron.
Garcia quickly makes his way over to Blackwood.
Maybe time to talk some strategy here. Of course, both Daniel Garcia and Kevin Blackwood know J.D. Drake all too well. And Kevin Blackwood is the very man who, in my opinion and a lot of people's opinion, cost J.D. Drake the Limitless Wrestling World Championship a few months ago.
No argument from me. And J.D. Drake's got quite a bit of sour grapes.
I would say so.
Speak of the devil there. Spitting some fire at Blackwood. Blackwood not taken kindly.
And Blackwood ready to go. Of course, the run of a lifetime for him in Limitless Wrestling. We said already 6 straight victories after being winless for over a year and a half in Limitless competition. I'm unsure if we've seen a turnaround quite like this.
No doubt. J.D. Drake, the last loss on Kevin Blackwood's win-loss record.
Yes, he is, and that's very interesting tonight, but Kevin Blackwood has really tapped into some just vicious tendencies here inside the ring, learning from Daniel Garcia. These two have formed quite a bond coming from the Buffalo, New York area. Of course, both training seemingly every day at the Grapplers Anonymous Wrestling School in Buffalo, New York. And once again, Daniel Garcia on the outside, quickly getting to Kevin Blackwood to talk some strategy.
They breed killers at Grapplers Anonymous. There's no argument there. Under the tutelage of somebody like Pepper Parks, Brandon Thurston.
Yo, that's not the dude I'd want to slap in the face. And J.D. Drake, hands behind his back, says, "Thank you, give me one more."
Wow. Blackwood tested that chin, but J.D. Drake living up to blue-collar badass, still standing, coming in hot. Blackwood takes off.
Blackwood doesn't want any of those chops from J.D. Drake. You don't want to get your breath taken away early, you know what I mean?
No doubt about it.
Kevin tried to take J.D. to the ground. He's got the leg hook there, but J.D. quickly able to get himself to the bottom rope and throwing the boots back at Daniel Garcia, who's watching on.
Yeah, Drake's got to have eyes in the back of his head, keeping his eye on the Limitless Wrestling Champion.
I don't know if you saw, referee Nate Speckman, keeping his eye on the ball here tonight. He was staring down Daniel Garcia, something fierce ahead of this. They got to be kind of becoming coherent to the tendencies of these two.
Blackwood is staring at J.D. Drake like he just slapped the soul out of him.
Ooh, swing and a miss there, and Blackwood quickly firing off shots to J.D. Uh-oh.
Whoa. Inverted atomic. Up, down with the body slam.
combination of bad landings right there for Blackwood and JD Drake in control here of our opening contest at Undeniable. Use the hashtag to join the conversation, Undeniable, if you're watching on IWTV tonight. Ducking the chop, and there's one served up on a silver platter.
Yahtzee! Wow, and Blackwood taking a sec, rolling to the outside. God.
Smart decision at this point, but JD not going to waste any time, not going to give Blackwood any time to recover. He's firing away.
Blackwood turning you back. JD Drake, hot pursuit.
It's going to turn into raw meat. His chest is going to be raw meat by the end of this, and he's coming towards Garcia.
JD Drake is crippling the aesthetic of the aesthetic crippling. God.
That's what you get in a front row seat here at Limitless. Potentially, the wrestler's falling into your lap. Ooh, don't get too close. Don't get too close, Garcia. JD Drake on the attack on the outside. Kevin Blackwood in immense pain, and I don't like the looks of this.
Making their way towards us here at the commentation station. Up. JD Drake. Adjusting course. Oh, no! Holding on.
Blackwood able to boot it away. Face to face with Garcia! And there's a big kick from Blackwood, crumbling Drake down to the floor.
That might have separated his shoulder. JD clutching that arm.
Oh my God!
And that double stomp landed right on that damaged arm.
Yes, it did. JD Drake in pain on the floor. Kevin Blackwood just bought himself valuable time to recover and strategize for what's next. Back inside the ring, referee Nate Speckman. Oh, now Kevin Blackwood telling him, hey, count him out. He's looking for a count-out victory here, and maybe that's a smart decision.
This goes back to what you were saying before, Randy, about how vicious Kevin Blackwood has gotten, getting surgical with those double stomps and that arm assault.
Well, the thing about Kevin is he's just been able to find a way. Match after match, opponent after opponent, he's been able to find a way to walk out victorious. Is that the game plan tonight? Is he looking for a count-out victory, which he's not going to get right here, but quickly? Back on the attack, knees raining into JD Drake, and here come the strikes.
Repeated right hand, switching to both. Just using stomping away.
Brutal.
Yarmouth not having any of it.
Not many Kevin Blackwood fans in the house tonight.
No,
I'll say
sir.
that. And even less Daniel Garcia fans. Drake reeling on the ropes. Kevin Blackwood bringing him back up to a vertical base. And he's going to test his hand at some chops.
That might have just woke JD up.
You don't see many people looking to go chop for chop with a blue-collar badass, but Kevin Blackwood laying him in here. Look at the expression across JD's face.
Wiring him up. Oh! Kevin Blackwood.
Christ's sakes.
Potentially sensing some danger, switching to the old eye rake.
Yeah, I think he did sense some danger. You're absolutely right. JD Drake can't even find him at this point, swinging wildly, and Blackwood, kicked the legs out from under him.
Looking for the knockout shot, elbow to the back of the head, cover.
That's not it. Only a one count right there from referee Nate Speckman.
Drake thinking up kick here. Kevin caught it. Might be looking for a half Boston crab. Oh, fired off by Drake.
Such power in the legs of the blue-collar badass. Look to charge, but unfortunately right into the boots of the aesthetic crippler, who connects with a drop kick to the injured knee.
Bad shape.
Ooh, and a double stomp to the back of the knee now. He has found his target. Cover. Only two once again from referee Nate Speckman. Kevin Blackwood making JD Drake exert as much energy as possible right now, and he's going back to work.
Just shredding any appendage of JD Drake that he can. Started on the arm, now honing in on the leg.
Oh no, and just rearing back, a ton of pressure, and throwing his body while having the leg hooked. JD continues to try to fight, but Kevin Blackwood relentless on the attack.
Wait a minute. Little desperation out of JD Drake there.
I'd say a little.
The face.
Yeah, absolutely. And JD may be hurt here. Nate Speckman down there checking on him. He looks to continue, but for how long is Blackwood? What a different story. From the Vacation Land Cup 2020 match, you can see that on the Limitless Wrestling YouTube for free if you haven't yet. JD was commanding that thing. Kevin Blackwood really had to find ways to get in offense, but now, look at the predicament JD's in. Over an arm's length away from the bottom rope, great ring positioning here from Kevin, and the bridge with a leg tied, but JD trying to find a way out, trying to scratch and claw.
JD's got a cravat. JD was able to grab a hold, neutralize Kevin Blackwood.
All you have to do is force the release. That's exactly what he did right there in JD, trying to slap some feeling back into the knee. Kevin Blackwood, though, unfortunately for JD, back to his feet and a knee on the back of the head.
Nate Speckman having none of it.
Ooh! A spine rattler right there, but again, JD Drake wanting more.
Feeds off the violence, seemingly.
Asking what Garcia thinks.
Garcia
JD
approves.
says, give it to me, and he does. Right across the chest from Blackwood.
Oh! Goaded him in, caught the kick. Veteran move.
Swinging wildly once again. Kevin trying to pick up JD Drake. That may be a bad idea.
Oh! Woo-hoo! Off with his damn head.
You could say that again. Kevin Blackwood is rattled.
Oh, Shining Wizard!
Send him into next week. What connection right there from the blue-collar badass and Yarmouth solely behind JD Drake.
You said it, Yarmouth. You said it.
It's a pivotal point of the matchup for JD. Oh, no. Kevin Blackwood rearranging his facial features.
Oh!
Oh, man.
Just a snap black hole slam out of nowhere.
That's power. That's raw strength on display from JD Drake, but it didn't get the job done.
Uh-oh.
Can he fly with a bum knee? He's trying to make it happen, JD.
Oh!
No water in the pool on the Vader bomb. Blackwood gets out of the way, looking to keep his winning streak intact.
Rain in the thunder. Back and forth with strikes, lefts and rights. Lots of the kick, but Drake ducked out of the way, but he caught him on the next way around. And on Everest, German suplex, and JD Drake's back to his damn feet.
The adrenaline's kicking in for the blue-collar badass, and Kevin Blackwood needs to strike quickly, but caught with a back fist.
We've used the term wrong part of town a lot, but this is it personified. God! Wait a minute! And there goes the champ! JD Drake, standing tall.
He knows what tricks they're up to. Uh-oh! Blackwood, not like this! He's got the tights! Only two!
JD Drake sent to the outside. Blackwood might be flying. Wow. What an avoidance. Oh, no!
Ricocheted off the ropes into a shot. Garcia nearly losing his balance.
Nearly flew into the front row.
Trying to get out of the way of JD Drake.
JD making his way back into the ring.
Ooh.
Might be going to the Vader bomb.
But can he do it? JD heading to the second rope gingerly at this point after all the damage done from Blackwood.
Taking time to get adjusted. He might be thinking of climbing to the top.
And I think he took a little too long. There's Kevin Blackwood. Oh! Slaps from JD Drake. Sending Blackwood on his way, and now Drake finding himself in a unique predicament.
Oh!
Oh my good God!
JD Drake, my God! Death Valley Driver!
What an impact! Oh, he kicks out!
All that work in the Blackwood barn has been paying off for Kevin Blackwood, but JD Drake just kicked out.
JD will not be denied victory here tonight at Undeniable. Kevin Blackwood can't find a way to put him away.
Garcia can't believe it either.
And Blackwood's got to figure out something to do here. Kicks raining into the knee. JD has a boot up, able to push him away. Oh my God!
Jeez. Nearly kicked a hole in the blue-collar badass, ascending to the top.
Blackwood's pretty comfortable up here, making his way to the top, maybe thinking double stomp to put this thing away.
Scouted. Oh! Morishima lariat!
Here we go!
Down he goes!
Drill bit from JD! Is it over?